Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy, Tony Max. Y'all know I do it to the max. I had to come back at y'all again. Thank y'all for coming, and welcome to another fantastic episode of Truth to Life, where we discuss real life issues about real life people in real everyday life. So, today's topic, what we're going to discuss, you guys, is consent. What is consent, guys? So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and dig into the nuts and bolts. I hope you got your pen and your pad. You ready? Come on, let's dig in. Consent, as we already understand what it is just the basic agreement of two parties to engage into any particular activity, whatever that may be. Well, when it comes down to the sexual thing, it can get somewhat murky, and that's only because of the emotions. Before we even get deep into this, let's all agree on one thing, ladies and gentlemen. The sex drive is a very powerful thing. We've done, ladies, how many times have you guys made a mistake because you was horny, trying to get your rocks off, and this dude looked like your opposite of what you consider to be your normal for your definition of attractiveness? Okay, so we've all made those mistakes once or twice in our lifetime. So what I'm talking about is actually, guys, I'm not talking about the exceptions. I'm talking about the actual common practice of what consent is. Because you got a lot of guys, man, I've actually met a few guys that way back in the gap anyway, in my younger days, these guys just like, they seem like they're okay on the outside, but then when I hear the stories from females that have actually, from a consecutive number of women that have run into these guys, they all told me the same thing. He's a rapist. And I'm like, dude, what part of the game is that? Okay, now, on my point. Number one, getting a female drunk just to have sex with her. That is not acceptable. Guys, we all know, yeah, sure, everyone is not going to be firing on all 8 pistons, all 8 cylinders when you're under the influence of liquor. I don't even like drinking. That's just not my thing because I've never really been that's just never been my deal. But you got a lot of people that do drink, and that is their thing. And the problem with that is that guys use that intentionally. A lot of guys, not all guys, but they use that intentionally to get a woman drunk so that they can take advantage of her. And that's not cool, man. Why would you want to get somebody drunk to have sex with them, player? That's just not, ain't nothing 100 about that. Ain't nothing cool about that at all. Check this out. As I normally like to do, I'm going to put myself in that situation. I would not disrespect myself like that because it's disrespectful to yourselves. Fellas, for those of you guys in the back, pay close attention. You're disrespecting yourself when you intentionally get a female drunk or whatever just so you can have sex with her. Let's break this down and think about it. Okay, if a woman is not consciously, soberly willing to have sex with you because she's just authentically and organically attracted to you, then why would you need to drug her or get her drunk to any degree? Let's just think about that. You're basically, this is what this is saying about you, guys. This is what you're saying about yourself. For those of you guys that go into it with that mentality, this is the psyche behind it. I'm so unattractive that I have to resort to extreme methods to get a woman to sleep with me? Really? Come on now, it's not that serious, homeboy. Never have been, never will be. And that at least that's just for myself, man. I wouldn't disrespect myself like that. And let's say you go to the club and you see this female, and I've heard you got these types of guys, you guys are straight up predators. If you are looking around the club, specifically searching for a female that is inebriated, which is basically you drunk, she's not able to make wise decisions or conscious decisions or decisions within her right frame of mind because her mind has been altered by her state of mind has been altered because she's drunk, and you specifically seek out those type of females. Come on, dog. What are you saying about yourself? That is a trash, garbage mentality to have. Do you have such low self-esteem that you're willing to settle, notice I say settle for the absolute drunkest female in the club? Just cause, oh, come on. Look, homeboy, if you that hard up player, go get you some crackheads or something, or one of these prostitutes running around here. That be game up, player. That's just not 100. Ain't nothing about that cool at all. If you've already had a conversation with this female, you know, y'all already chopped it up on the phone, and y'all liking each other, y'all vibing, everything is real cool, and she smokes and you smoke, or she drinks and you drink, and this is something that you guys both agreed to do while you guys were both sober before the situation even occurred. So y'all wanted to go, she wanted to come over your house, or you wanted to go over her house, and y'all already had decided, pre-planned, that y'all were going to ingest, you know, certain like some liquor, some wine, or some weed, or all of the above, or whatever. As long as you guys both got it understood before that time, man, that's cool. I done that 100 times myself. That's fine. That is not what I'm talking about. Now, the second kind we're gonna deal with is drugs. So you got your females. It's a lot of y'all that smoke weed. I don't smoke weed no more. I used to smoke weed, but that's just I didn't grow out of that. It's just I'm just not interested no more. Anyway, if your main goal is to smoke somebody out of their mind, to where all these old new types of weed y'all got out here, man, I didn't been too hot. Man, it took me when I first got into the whole dro thing. It took me like a week to smoke a dro stick, and I'm talking a cigarillo, not a regular gar, because it was just too potent, too powerful. So in saying that, if that's what y'all doing, man, trying to get the female high just so y'all can have sex, it's the same logic and same mentality behind it. Don't do it, man, because it's not 100. Ain't nothing cool about that. There's nothing cool about taking advantage of a woman when she's not in her right state of mind just so you can have sex with her. That's just not cool. Now, if the woman is just, you know, as long as she's consenting on a non-drug related type of a situation and atmosphere, that's fine. Y'all do what y'all do. Now, I'm not talking about y'all talking about you guys that are in relationships and one thing leads to another and y'all get right in the middle of it, and all of a sudden the female wants to stop or the dude wants to stop and y'all keep going. That's a murky situation. The only thing that I'm specifically talking about is predators. Guys that go in specifically for the purpose of trying to find females that are super duper drunk, or trying to get them super duper drunk or super duper high just so they can have sex with them. Look, fellas, if you have no personality at all, then go pay for some sex, okay? If you are just really that unattractive, trust me, there's always someone for everyone. Oh my gosh, here's another one. The slipping the drugs into the drink. I've had females in my past that were scared to come inside my house because they were scared I was gonna put something in their drink. So I'm thinking, it's like, what kind of dudes is she dating? What kind of experiences has she had? That's horrible. That's not even the furthest thing from my mind or the last thing on my mind. It's not on my mind. I couldn't see myself doing nothing like that because that's extreme. It's disrespectful to myself. I'm just saying, my whole point, fellas, for you guys that have that predatory mindset, please stop that, because ain't nothing A1 about that. Just stop that. That's not cool, it's not acceptable, and you can actually get yourself in legal trouble. You can actually catch rape charges for something like that, man, for taking advantage of a female when she's not in her right state of mind. How would you feel if somebody took advantage of your sister while she was drunk, or while she was high, or your mama, or your daughter? You know what I'm saying? Think about it, homeboy. What goes around comes around, player. So if you don't want nobody to do you like that, or to do or one of your relatives like that, why would you do some other, you know, innocent female that just happened and she going out, she worked real hard all week and she just going out to have a good time by herself because she really don't fool with nobody, she happened to be a little bit too drunk and gotta call an Uber or something. You recognize that, and then you swoop up and try to take advantage of the woman. Ain't nothing cool about that, homeboy, because it's disrespectful to yourself. So just understand, fellas, it's disrespectful to yourself. Consent is when a woman in her sound, right frame of mind makes the conscious decision to have sex with you. I'm not even talking about just straight up rapists and strong arms. Come here, just give me that. Come on, man, stop it. It's just ridiculous. This is just something that's just beyond me. I will never understand it because it just does not make sense. Sure, things happen sometime, accidents happen sometime. All right, we all may lose control of ourselves to a degree at times, maybe when we're young. But I'm like, come on, man, you gotta understand. And only as a result of not being properly educated, properly informed of, okay, look, this is what this is what that is. Don't do this, don't do that. And this is also as a result of many of the fathers not being in the homes. But anyway, all those are other conversations, and I just wanted to cover this topic right quick, man, to get y'all to understand what consent really is. Consent is when a woman is in her sound frame of mind without any form of drug or any altering chemical, makes the conscious decision to have sex with you. So understand that, man. That's what sex is. That's what consent is. Other than that, it's not sex, it's rape. You know what I'm saying? So come on, baby. Step your game up, homie. Anyway, thank y'all for coming to the channel. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for all the support. Don't forget, if you guys are on a laptop or a PC in the upper right-hand corner, you can click on the link for the background music, some of the music I made back in the gap, or to the for the clothing line, t-shirts, hoodies, ball caps, whatever you want, man, and my P.L.A.Y.A. And if you are on your phone or tablet, you can just look underneath the video and you'll see the links there. Just click on where it says show more and you'll see the 2 links for the music and for the clothing line. Anyway, thanks again, man. I really appreciate the love and the support. And don't forget, subscribe and hit that like button. And also, you guys, make sure you guys turn the notification bell on. Click on it to turn the notification bell on and make sure that you're first to see the new content as I release it. Thanks again. I appreciate you, baby. Peace and progress. Bye.